Hello everyone, it's Shalia. Welcome. Well, it's almost here. The newest DLC in Disney Dreamlight Valley, Wishblossom Ranch, is dropping this week, Wednesday, November 19th, 2025 to be exact. And with it comes a whole new world with 3 new biomes, a new princess and villain, and finally, Tinkerbell will be introduced to the game as well as the extremely energetic and excitable Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. And although I'm really excited for the new character lineup, I am most excited for the horses and the new mechanics coming to the game for these royal steeds. That being said, I will be focusing mostly on all the new features and mechanics that the horses will bring to the game in this video. So let's get started. When we first get to Wishblossom Ranch, we will land in our first biome, Wishing Alps, where we will find the ranch in disarray and we will need to repair it and find the missing horses. I believe we will also meet Snow White in this first biome as we will need her to guide us through this new world, just like Merida did in the Storybook Vale and Jafar did in A Rift in Time. We'll eventually meet Tinkerbell, I believe, near the Crystal Caverns, since our first letter hint from the developers tells us we'll find her in the heart of the mountains. And then once we find all the horses and get them safely back to the ranch, we'll be able to befriend them and eventually ride and customize them. And yes, we will be able to change their names. In addition to the horses we can customize, we will also get 3 Disney horses: Maximus from Tangled, Khan from Mulan, and Pegasus from Hercules. And I think the best horse for me, the Disney horse, is going to be Pegasus because we can ride him while he flies. Well, I guess it's kind of gliding, but this is still really exciting. To get the new Disney horses, we will have to complete some challenges in the Crystal Caverns, which the devs say will be similar to the trials from the Storybook Vale. And as we complete each one, a new Disney horse will be unlocked for us. Now, let's talk about the new mechanics the horses will bring with them to our game. As we all know, we will be able to mount the horses and ride them around Wishblossom Ranch and our valleys. As we ride them around, they will be able to knock out all the blockers, like dead wish blossoms in the newest DLC, the Inkies in the Storybook Vale, the Splinters of Fate in A Rift in Time, and of course, Night Thorns in our main valley. It also looks as if we will be able to grab any materials that the blockers produce as well while we're still mounted on the horse. But I'll definitely test that out for next week's video. Our handsome steeds will also be able to mine rocks for us, dig holes, plant a garden, and water the crops for us. At this point, you almost wouldn't even need the ancient gardener anymore from A Rift in Time. I'll definitely test this out too and make a video on that, as well as I am really curious how much faster the ancient gardener is compared to the horses. I definitely know we'll be able to save some mist, that's for sure. Next, our horses will be able to move at 3 different speeds: walking, trotting, and galloping. When galloping, our horse will be able to jump over fences and other obstacles, and they will be faster than our standard gliders. Oh my word, how exciting is this? It sounds like we won't need our gliders anymore, but I'll definitely test that out for next week. I'll bet you're wondering how many horses we can save and take to our valley. Well, we know for sure that we can save 4 customized horses in the new stalls, which the DDV team is calling presets. And just note, we will unlock the stalls over the course of playthrough, so we will not be able to save customized horses until we have at least 1 stall repaired. Once we repair the stalls, of these 4 presets, we can only take 1 customized horse out at a time. I'm now wondering if the Disney steeds can roam around our valleys at the same time, because it looks like they can in the playthrough, but don't worry, I'll figure that out for next week too. And talking about customization, we'll also be getting a bunch of new clothing so we can match our outfit with our horses. This is such a cute idea and I'm so glad they thought of it. And they also mentioned during the gameplay part of the developers video that some of the customization items like saddles and reins will be hidden around Wishblossom Mountain, so be on the lookout for those while you play on Wednesday. I'll definitely be going through all things horses in next week's video, so totally look forward to that. In addition to the mechanics our regular horses will have, our Disney horses will come with special abilities that highlight their personalities. Maximus can long jump, meaning he can jump over large gaps, and I wonder if this means he can jump across our rivers in our valleys. Now maybe these abilities are only meant for the ranch, but I'm willing to test it out in my valley for next week for sure. Khan can kick down wooden or steel doors, which I'm definitely certain that ability will only be useful in the expansion. And finally, Pegasus will be able to glide around the ranch, and I'm sure he'll be able to do this in our valleys as well. Each of the horses, including the Disney horses, abilities will be unlocked as you bond with them by brushing them, feeding them, petting them, and riding them. And they also say that the Disney horses will have their own unlockable abilities and rewards. And I'm sure all of those abilities we just talked about will be included as unlockable abilities. And that's pretty much all we know about the horses so far, which is actually a lot, to be honest. Now, I also want wanted to touch on a couple other notable things we'll be getting in this upcoming expansion. First, let's talk about the new companions. We will be getting adorable geese. I say geese and not goose because there are 4 different colored geese hanging out in the expansion. We will be getting a white, black, blue, and yellow goose companion. The geese can be found in the Wishing Alps if you're looking for them. We will also get a skunk, and honestly, skunks are actually very cute, and I can't wait to get this little guy. These little guys can be found in Glamour Gulch and around Cruella's Manor. I'm hoping we get like a different color skunk as well. I mean, if they're giving us 4 colors of the geese, maybe. Then, if the geese and the skunks weren't cute enough, we'll be getting this adorable sweet bee. These cute little guys can be found flying around Pixie Acres. I cannot wait to get my hands on a sweet bee. And oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to choose which one to hang out with. Thank God we can hang out with 2 companions at one time now. And then, if the horses and new companions and new characters weren't enough to get me to say yes to purchase this new expansion, this next feature would certainly seal the deal for me. We will also be getting new modular building kits. They say we will have to find pieces around Wishbottom Ranch and then purchase more pieces from Scrooge. But some pieces will require blueprints, which is apparently a new form of crafting in this new expansion, which I will try to dive into for next week's video as well if I have time. Otherwise, I'll make that a separate video. Once we find all the pieces and blueprints, we will be able to build the town of our dreams by combining the buildings together. So each kit is meant to match up seamlessly with each building in the kit. I'm also wondering if each kit can be combined with another kit. You know what I mean? That they'll all kind of match up. That would be crazy cool. I would compare this type of building to the castle walls we received previously in the base game, with the only difference being that these kits are actually real buildings. Oh, and once we unlock the blueprints, we will be able to purchase more at Scrooge's, just like the pieces we find around the ranch. So save up those star coins because you're gonna need these. And then I do have an honorable mention. During the gameplay section of the developer's video, they also gave us a sneak peek of their backpack, and we are getting new flowers. They look like tulips in 4 different colors: yellow, pink, purple, and white. I didn't know I needed this, but now I do. I totally need tulips in my game, and I am excited for these new flowers. Who is excited for this expansion? I know I certainly am. I'm really looking forward to the horses the most, though, if you couldn't tell. What are you looking forward to? Oh, and real quick, I do want to mention, if you purchase Wishblossom Ranch, the deluxe edition, you will get 10,000 moonstones, the snowy alpine house style, and 2 new Arendellian riding outfits, one for each feminine and masculine character. And you'll also receive a whimsical mount for your horse. And not only that, you're going to also receive Sven from Frozen, and he is also mountable with bond level rewards, friendship rewards basically. He'll arrive with 4 themed items, 4 mounts, and a dream style. And not only that, but if you purchase any version of Wishblossom Ranch between November 19th and December 3rd of 2025, you will also receive the Springtime Festival outfit for both feminine and masculine characters, and a festival tack for your horse. How cool is that? And remember, if you want the baby Pegasus from the Enchanted Edition, which was a previous edition, it is going away on the 19th, the same day the new expansion drops. And that version is on sale currently. So if you want that edition, which contains the base game and both of the previous expansions, grab that by Tuesday at midnight. Oh my gosh, that was a lot of fun just seeing what the horses can do in this next expansion. I can't imagine how much fun we are going to have when we can actually get to play with them on Wednesday. Thank you all so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you like this kind of content. But most of all, don't forget to be kind. And until next time, everyone, bye!